Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Verista BioBytes. I'm your host, Alaa, Talent Acquisition Manager at Verista. And today I have my coworker with me, Mowatt, who's going to tell you all a little bit more about what it's like being an employee at Verista. So, Joelle, thank you for joining me today. Do you mind just telling us a little bit more about your role and what it's like to be with Verista?
Hello all, I'm Joel Mowatt. I'm a senior validation engineer here at Verista. I kind of do a little bit of everything from equipment validation to computer systems validation and some process validation. I'm kind of just a jack of all trades, and whatever is given to me, I kind of take with it and run. So, but yeah.
That's awesome. It's always good to know a little bit about everything. Do you find yourself having to go on site more often, or do you do a lot of your work remotely?
I think I've gotten a little bit lucky as of recent, but for the most part, I'm on site. Right now, I travel about an hour to work every day, but it's all good. It's a part of the process and the work that goes into getting the job done. But I'm usually on site. When you're involved with equipment, it's kind of something that you kind of have to see in person, touch, and test. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So what does your typical day-to-day look like for you, or how has it looked the past couple of weeks? I know it changes.
So my day to day has been quite busy. Everything from writing protocols, doing validation master plans, and just meeting with different groups. I'm still actually, I just started this new client. I've only been there for 2 months, so it's a lot of training. So a lot of gowning training, different things like that, and also just seeing where everything is situated. So it's been quite busy and meeting a lot of people. This
Yeah.
current client has a couple thousand people, so I'm just getting everyone coming at one time. But being in the consulting world, you kind of get used to just meeting a lot of different people and faces.
Yeah, absolutely. Being a consultant and working with different clients, different companies, a couple months at a time. So you really get to see what best practice is like at each company, which I think helps you learn definitely more, but a little quicker as well. So what would you say I don't know, some of your top things are about working for Verista? What do you like most?
Um, I just like a lot of times the flexibility. A lot of times there's just a lot of stuff going on, and it's nice that we have time to, let's say, volunteer or do trainings and just progress my career overall.
Mhm.
Um, there's also a lot of just engagement opportunities, like meeting Manny, right? I didn't get a chance to go to that. I'm a little too far to go to the office for that, but there's the opportunity to go do those type of things. So I think one of the best things about Verista that you still feel like you are a part of the company. Working in consulting, since I've been doing it for a while, some consulting companies you kind of feel like you're off on your own little island, and I don't feel so much so with Verista.
Yeah, absolutely. And just having that support from a professional standpoint and also just that personal feel really makes you feel like you're part of the company and you can always ask questions when you need to. Do you ever find yourself using our technical Q&A
Oh,
support?
um, actually, what's funny, I mean, I think this is a little bit of both, right? I think that's also the nice part is that you have a community of just very smart people, SMEs in various different areas. So it's always been easy to just hop on, answer someone's questions if you have the answer to it, or
Mhm.
just ask questions and get answers from everyone. And we're all over the place. So it's kind of cool for the fact that we have people from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast answering everyone's questions. So, but yeah, I've had a chance to use it, and it's been a good resource actually for everyone, or for me, including. So.
Yeah, definitely. So where do you see your career growing with Verista? Are you hoping to stay more into the validation engineer role, hopefully becoming an SME one day, or are you kind of hoping to get more into a director position or a manager position?
So, funny enough, not that I haven't thought about it, I actually do think about that a lot. And it's more about like, where are we going? I guess I'm more of a person that thinks forward as a society and where the industry is going.
Hmm.
So, it's just more about, I think now with the rise of AI, computers, technology, cloud computing, a lot of those things, I think I wanted to get more into the digital transformation space. I think that's basically the next big thing. I would say it seems like every company is going to switch into that space. So I think it's something that I would like to lean more into.
Hmm.
So I don't mind taking a step back to move a couple steps forward. So just to learn the space, I am pretty decent with computers and technology and things like that. So I think I could pick it up quickly. But I think I want to just go into more of that space, and then I'll decide what level I want to be in. A lot of times I do like to get my hands dirty. So sometimes I might want to be down in the dirt for a little bit before I move on up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the another great advantage about Verista, being able to move within service lines and if you don't want to do equipment validations anymore, just like you're saying, kind of learn more about that digital transformation side, and there's always the opportunity to do so. Um, yeah, any advice that you might have for new engineers coming into the field? I know we're trying to get some new grad engineers out there, so if you have any advice for anybody listening to this.
Um, I guess my new advice would be to, not my new advice, but my advice would be to just work hard, listen to people, learn from people. I think one of the biggest things is to find someone that's kind of a mentor in the industry, someone that you can listen to, talk to, go with them with any questions. This engineering field is always moving and changing all the time, so you have to be uh, more of a not quick learner. I would just say just be open to learn more
Hmm.
about what's going on in the industry. So, we have things from, uh, what do you call that thing? But my last client, sorry, my last client worked more with the microbiome, and that's
Yep.
a lot of septic processing, right? With a lot of bioburning. So a lot of guidelines and things have been changed to adjust to things like that, right? Everything used to be almost aseptic, right? So now there's
Mhm.
partially some types of things with septic processing. So that's like the learning and the changing that's going on in the industry. So just try to keep your head up, learn, look forward to joining a lot of the industries, not industries, but groups like ISPE,
Mhm.
PDA, things like that. So just stay current and have a good time. There's a lot of cool people, a lot of friendly people, a lot of things for people to do.
Yeah.
So just network and do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you for joining me today and telling us a little bit more about yourself. For everybody listening, you can watch any of our previous episodes of Verista BioBytes on LinkedIn, our YouTube channel, or just visit our website. But that's all for today. Thank you all.
Thank you.